Meditation. I think sometimes the hardest part when it comes to meditation is just figuring out how to sit down. Like, seriously, how do I sit? Where do I sit? Do I sit on the floor? On the bed? On a chair? Do I cross my legs? Do I not cross my legs? Like, do I fold my arms? Do I not fold my arms? Like, it can sometimes be quite overwhelming. And for some people, it can just be useless. So they just don't bother. I've always thought of meditation as being something very uncomfortable. To my mind, it was just a waste of time. Like, truly, honestly. Why would I sit on the floor or on a chair, close my eyes for a minute or two? Like, what was this going to do to me? Like, it just seemed so useless. So I told my mind it was impossible and I just couldn't do it. I told my mind it wasn't for me and it wasn't going to do anything to me. So what's the point? That was before, of course, I've been able to do meditation for more than 30 days. And I can honestly say the easiest part for me right now is sitting down. It's my favorite part right now, is just sitting down.
So then, of course, I began this journey. So I decided, put my mind to it, and I said, you know what, we're gonna do this. Now, here's something that I've come to realize, and for me, it's something that has really took me by surprise, But the minute you really start to you decide on something, and you know that you're going to be really serious about it, and you really just commit to it and just discipline yourself, things will just start to come into place for you. Like, it is so crazy how that works, but it works, Things just starts to come into place for you, just like that. It's crazy. Now, go by saying that, don't get me wrong, it isn't easy. It is not going to be a smooth journey. Like, when you really get uncomfortable, you really see, even though things come into place for you, it's not easy, because you go through other obstacles and other challenges. There's other challenges that come, and which the biggest challenge is your mind, obviously, changing how you think and just, changing the way you see things. And obviously discipline, and it is also hard because disciplining yourself, can be quite tough. But that's just it. Things come into place. You start to notice things just coming into place. But it's not an easy trip. It's definitely not. I promise you, it's not. But if you do it, it's a worth the trip. It's definitely worth it every step of the way. It's definitely worth it.
So as I began this journey, the first day, my mind was going at 360 speed. I couldn't understand it. I sat myself down and I couldn't focus. It was insane. It was literally my mind was thinking of things that I never even think about, I've never thought about, but my mind was at it, and it was like, Victoria, we're not doing this, so we just, the first day was the same, the second day was the same, the third day was the same. Your mind does not stop thinking. Your mind is constantly thinking. Thoughts are constantly coming through your mind, whether you like it or not, But what I did find is that I was actually really enjoying this. I was really enjoying it, I felt this, it was like a breeze, like a wind just passed through me after I had finished, and it was so refreshing and it was so amazing to feel. And don't expect meditation to stop you from thinking. Like, your thoughts will come all the time. There's no way to stop the thoughts, you know. But it does give you this sort of like relief in some sense, if that makes sense. Like, it's hard to explain. You have to give it a go. So here's the thing. Obviously, after doing this for 30 days, I've come to realize, and I would be definitely included in this category. Well, I used to be, but a lot of people don't fully understand what meditation is about. I believe people assume, and that's how I was at first. I assumed of how it was. I assumed that, you know, it was impossible, and it's not impossible. Meditation is not about stopping your mind from thinking, because your mind will still continue to do that 360 run. Your mind is constantly thinking and constantly going, you know, at a speed of its own. What meditation is about, and what I've come to understand about meditation, it's about observing these thoughts that come into your head, you know, understanding these thoughts, accepting these thoughts, and just letting them go. It's about letting go of the thoughts, so that way then you can go back to your focus, to what truly matters and what you were doing, so you don't lose yourself in those thoughts that may come. You know, it's about not losing yourself, because you're constantly having thoughts every day. But if you start to let these thoughts take control of your life, then that when the issue becomes, when you start meditation, it helps you to understand that those thoughts are constantly always going to be floating in your head. What matters is that you just, you know, you understand, observe these thoughts, and then let them go. That's literally it. Observe and let them go. I've been doing it for 30 days or more by now. I've been using the Headspace series on Netflix. Now, I downloaded the app and I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would. What I do is I focus on one episode per week and just work towards that, morning and night, work towards that. This week I'm doing about letting go of stress. Definitely, like, it's about just, you know, focusing on your breathing, and when the thoughts come, observe them, let them go back to your breathing and just focus. So I love meditation. Like, it's one of the best things I could have done to myself, literally. Like, it brings me so much peace and calmness. Like, I really love it. But yeah, so I guess this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for clicking onto this video. If you did like this video, definitely give it a like. Also, subscribe to my channel. I've noticed a lot of the viewers that are viewing my videos literally are not even subscribing to my channel, which is kind of like, hey, like, it's free. You just have to hit that red button. Don't be afraid to hit the red button there and just subscribe to my channel. And yes, thank you so much once again for watching this video, and I will see you next week on my next week upload. Thank you, and take care for now. Okay, bye bye.